What's up, guys? We're taking a look at some more MLB player props today over on prizepicks and giving you my Flex Friday entry on prizepicks. I'm giving you guys a 5-pick in today's video with 5 different player props. Let's go ahead and hop in. If you don't know what Flex Friday is, or maybe you're not on prizepicks, by the way, this video does apply to sports books and other player prop sites as well, but I'm playing these over on prizepicks. If you want to join, link is down in my description below. Use code DOMG. That gets you a 100% deposit match up to $100. But right now on prizepicks, we have Flex Friday. So your first Flex entry placed after 10:30 a.m. is protected up to $20. So I'm just showing you guys what I put $20 on for Flex Friday. Got 5 different player props that we're going to go ahead and cover in today's video. Let's hop into this. Yesterday though, for MLB on Dub Club, very good day at 3-1. So pretty solid with the MLB yesterday at 3-1. The day before that between MLB and NBA, I believe, was 5-2. So we've had some really good days over on Dub Club. Check it out. Link is down in my description below. Over 880 subscribers in my Dub Club. 4 different tiers, 4 different pricing options. You get my plays sent to you via Telegram, email, or Discord. Again, there's 4 different tiers though. There's basketball, there's MLB if you just want one of those two, or if you want everything combined with entries and everything like that, you guys check out my all access. That will give you all of my plays ranked by confidence level and write-ups to go with all of my main props. You guys can see my main 2-pick power plays that I'm playing and stuff like that today. If you want to, again, Dub Club, link is down in my description below. Over 880 people in there, so shout out to you guys. Really do appreciate you guys. Let's hop into today's slate. Make sure, by the way, that you play at your own risk and play responsibly. I would not normally run this if it was not Flex Friday. I will say that, because this list is pretty much just full of my strong leans. They're really strong leans that I've pretty much come close to playing, but I'm not confident enough to actually put it in a 2-pick power play for a full unit, if that makes sense. So it's protected. Not too worried about that if it's going to end up missing, but I just thought I'd switch it up, give you guys a Flex Friday instead of a normal 2-pick power play for these YouTube videos. Let's hop in. Let's going to go ahead and start off here with a hits allowed prop. So we're going to go with hits allowed prop, and we're going to go ahead and scroll down until we find Alex Cobb right here at 435 today. I'm going to go ahead and go with Alex Cobb, and I like his under 5.5 hits allowed. So we're going to go ahead and check this out right here on the DGF Fantasy Optimizers. At the end of the video, I'll be showing you guys how to get a free trial of the DGF Fantasy Optimizer, the #1 player prop tool that I use for everything, whether that's on a sports book, or if that's prizepicks, underdog. That's for different sports as well. They have this for literally everything. So if you want to check it out, link is down in my description below. But Alex Cobb right here, I like him under 5.5 hits allowed. He's a -120 on DraftKings right now. But we're going to go and take a look at why I do like Alex Cobb in this game. I got to switch this over to MLB. So we're going to go and check out this Giants game real quick and see what Alex Cobb is looking like here. So he's going to be at home facing the Kansas City Royals. It is a 8-run over-under, and the Giants are favored in this game. So we're not expecting too many runs from the Royals in this one. Hopefully not too many hits either. So Alex Cobb right here, in this first game, he faced the Yankees, who are a pretty solid team. Allowed 4 hits against them in 3.2 innings right there, and only allowed 1 run. So 2 runs technically, but only 1 earned run right there. In previous games though, he's allowed 7, 9, 5, 4, 6, 7. So there's been some games where he's gone over against, although those are against tough teams like the Dodgers, Atlanta, really high powered offenses, besides Arizona right there. But he's facing Kansas City today. How pitchers have been against the Royals this season, if you date it back to the first game this season, they've had 2, 3, 3, 9, 3, 1, and 4 hits against the starting pitcher. They've only been over this one time in their 7 games that they've had this season. The only time where they went over was against Jose Barrios in 5.2 innings pitched, 9 hits right there. I think Cobb will probably pitch 5, maybe 6 innings, but I'm expecting probably about 5 innings in this one for Alex Cobb. Hopefully they end up pulling him. Hopefully he gets a high pitch count before he ends up reaching those 6 hits. But I think it's a pretty good spot here with the Royals being just so bad offensively right now. They just really have not been on it. Again, 3, 1, and 4 hits in just their last 3 games right there against guys like Kikuchi, and you got Manoah and Gausman. These two are pretty solid. Kikuchi is terrible, but then you have guys like Joe Ryan too, where they've just only had 3 hits against. So I just like the spot a lot here for Alex Cobb. He had a pretty good start earlier this season against the Yankees. If he goes under against the Yankees, he better go under against the Royals as well. So that's my first player prop right there. It's going to be Alex Cobb under 5.5 hits allowed. Not an odd discrepancy or anything like that, just a -120 on DraftKings. Let's go ahead and hop in though to player prop number 2, and this one's going to be in the earned runs category. So we'll go over to earned runs allowed, and this one's going to be Ken Waldichuk we're going over 2.5 runs allowed against the Tampa Bay Rays. And there's a couple different reasons for this. Let's X out of these tabs right here. So we're talking about Ken in this one. So Ken, he had 1 start earlier this season against the Angels, 9 hits and 6 earned run. The Angels are known for being kind of a good offense, even though they're not really. They just have Ohtani and Trout, those high-powered guys, but they don't really put too many runs on the board. So 6 earned runs from the Angels, kind of impressive on a starting pitcher. But then you have the Rays this season, who the Rays have been outstanding. They have had 3+ earned runs in every game this season, which is 6. They've had 3+ in all these games. That's against Patrick Corbin, who they probably should have gone over against, Eduardo Rodriguez, a lot of these different guys they've been over against. Not any really good pitchers or anything like that, but also Ken's not a very good pitcher either. And there's been plenty of games where he's gone over this. He did go under last season against the Angels and like against Seattle, but he has gone over in games like the Mets, the Astros, Texas. Just the Rays have been very good offensively, and I don't see that slowing down today against the Oakland A's and Ken here. And also, I believe, yeah, Ken is on the road in this one. He's going to Tampa Bay, so I like the spot a lot here for Tampa. He's going to be on the road pitching to an offense that has been very good. You got a switch hitter, Wander Franco up right there. Randy Rosarena has been on fire. So there's a lot that I really like about that prop right there and the over earned runs for Ken in that one. Let's dive in though again to player prop number 3 now. So let's go ahead and hop over to player prop number 3. This one is going to be a hits plus runs plus RBIs. This category has been on fire for me. I love this category. It's hits plus runs plus RBIs. I absolutely love this category right here. We're gonna go ahead and pull this back up on the DGF Fantasy Optimizer after we go ahead and click on him here, but I'm gonna scroll down here until we find the Seattle Mariners. And after I say that, I think everybody knows who I'm going with here. I'm going with Julio Rodriguez. Over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. He's facing Aaron Savale today. We're going to go ahead and take a look at Julio on the DGF Fantasy Optimizer and see what his odds are looking like. So he's on DraftKings right now. So if you're on DraftKings, he has a -125 to go over 1.5. Pretty good odds value when it comes to prize picks. I don't mind that either. It's also on like at BetMGM at -125. You have like some sites with them at -160, although it's an offshore book right there. But anyways, Julio right here, I like him over the 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. And let's dive into why I like him here. So he's been very good this season. He's only been under this in 2 out of, I believe, 7 games this season. So he's over this in 5 out of 7 games this season. He's just been very good. He did go under against the Angels right there. He did have a run, but unfortunately did not have a hit. He ended up getting walked instead. I believe he's like a -250 to get a hit in this game as well. So should be a pretty good spot for him. Versus Aaron Savale here. He's already faced in this season. He had 2 hits against him. He went over with 2 hits, by the way. So that's not even factoring in the runs or RBIs. In that game, if you date back to the first right there, he actually did go over this with just 2, with the 2 hits right there against Aaron Savale. So Savale is not anything crazy when it comes to like the splits or anything like that, because Julio Rodriguez has pretty much the same splits versus right-handed pitchers and left-handed pitchers. I think he's slightly worse against right-handed pitchers, I believe, but they're almost practically the same right there, so I'm not really too worried about that. Savale, I don't think his splits are very crazy either. I just think it's a really solid spot here for Julio, who's already been over this against Aaron Savale. He had 3 plate appearances and had 2 hits against him, so I'm not really too worried about that. And that was without scoring a run or an RBI. I think this game might be a lot different this time around. If you take a look at the Seattle game, where was this game? There it is, 4:10 today. He's going to be on the road going to Cleveland. The over-under is pretty low at 7 right there, I will say, with Cleveland being favored. But I do think that he could potentially get this done again with 2 hits again. Or he should have at least 1 hit in this game, hopefully, unless he gets walked a crap ton of times. But Julio Rodriguez, I think it's a pretty good spot for him. I like his over of 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. Let's dive into player prop number 2. And we're going to stay in the same category here, but this time go with Trey Turner. I like Trey Turner over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs, and let me explain why. So Trey Turner here, let's go ahead and type this into the DGF Fantasy Optimizer again, and let's see where his odds are at. He's a -120 to go over his 1.5 HRR. And also he's a -115 on MGM, -120 on whatever this app is. Continuing with Trey Turner here, let's go ahead and talk about why I like him right here. So we're going to go ahead and go to the Phillies game here. He's going to be at home going against the Cincinnati Reds. He's been very good, even though this offense has been very bad. The Phillies offense has been pretty bad. Their pitching has not been up to par either. They're just, nothing's going well for them right now. Expected to turn around today though against the Cincinnati Reds. I mean, it better. They're a -195 favorite in this game, so that's kind of a little bit different right there. Over under is 7.5 runs right there, so I think that they can get this one done at home. Trey Turner here, and how has he been this season? He's had 3-3, 2-2, 3, and he did go under just last game. He did have a hit in this game, but unfortunately no runs or RBIs because his teammates really couldn't help him out. That Phillies offense has been very bad to start the season. But let's go ahead though and talk about Trey Turner. He's over this in 5 out of 6 games this season, and he's been very good also against Hunter Green. If you take a look at Hunter Green and how he's been against him, he's had 2 games in his career against Hunter Green, both last season, which because Hunter Green was a rookie last season, but 2 hits in both of these games. He went over against him in both of these games, and that includes, by the way, a home run against Hunter Green with 2 RBIs. So he went way over this the first time he saw him. The second time he still had 2 hits against them, both singles. So I believe also his 1.5 total bases is like a plus 120. I think that's a great spot as well if you're on like DraftKings or something like that, or like a sports book. I don't play on a sports book, but still, I kind of like that spot right there. But he's been very, very good when it comes to his hits plus runs plus RBIs. I think he can get a run or an RBI on the board. Probably more of a run because I believe he's leading off. He's leading off. So we probably won't have an RBI, but hopefully Schwarber can knock him in with a run or something like that, or Castellanos can also do that. There's a lot of guys that could potentially knock him in for a run, so I think he's going to have a run or hopefully 2 hits in this game. So I like Trey Turner a lot here versus Hunter Green. He's got a very, very proven matchup also against Hunter Green. He's been very, very proven against him already. Let's go though and dive into player prop number 5. This is the final one. We're gonna go over to MLB Live. This is a Prize Picks exclusive pretty much. We're gonna scroll down until we find Marcus Stroman, because I like Marcus Stroman over 1.5 MLB Live strikeouts, and that will make the 5-pick flex that I personally have ran for $20. If it loses, it comes back $20 in promo funds. So it's not that big of a deal if it loses, as long as you're okay with promo funds. But Alex Cobb here, under 5.5 hits allowed. Ken over 2.5 earned runs allowed. Julio over 1.5 HRR, as well as Trey Turner. And then you have Marcus Stroman over 1.5 MLB Live strikeouts. And let's talk about Marcus Stroman right here before we do end the video. So let's go ahead, though, and talk about Marcus Stroman here. So let's go ahead and find the Cubs game. This is the earliest of them. He's going to be at home going against the Texas Rangers right here. 6.5 run spread. And Chicago's favorite in this game. Don't really have to worry about this game in the over-under because he's probably not going to get rocked. And if it does, he's probably going to pitch the first 2 innings anyway. So it's not that big of a worry. By the way, if you don't know what MLB Live strikeouts is, it's just the strikeouts in the first, like, 2 innings combined. This one is, like, the first 3 innings combined. So he just needs 2 strikeouts in the first 6 outs. As long as he can do that, he will go over this prop right here. But he's been very, very good as of late. If you date it back to last season, he's been over in all of these games. I believe that's 6 straight games. He faced Milwaukee earlier this season, who Milwaukee is known for being a pretty high strikeout team, but they have been a little bit better as of recent. But he had 4 strikeouts against them on opening day with 4 strikeouts. So that's very, very good. Also, if you take a look at how the pitchers have been against the Rangers earlier this season, they went over this in 4 straight games against them, but they have been under in 3 straight games. However, they are kind of lacking pitchers like whoever Danny is. You have Kyle Gibson, who probably should have still gone over this, and Grayson Rodriguez, who was making his first MLB start, I believe. But then you have Aaron Nola, Wheeler, Feltner, who all went over this, as well as Kyle Bradish. So you have obviously Nola and Wheeler probably should have done a little bit better than just 2 strikeouts, but I still think it's a pretty solid K matchup for Marcus Stroman. He's at 5.5 full game strikeouts, so it's a pretty decent spot. Usually, if you see a guy like 5.5 pitcher strikeouts, he's usually at 2 MLB Live strikeouts, but he's at 1.5 right here on Prize Picks. So it's a little bit of a discrepancy in a way, but he'll probably pitch 6 innings, so not really. It's not really too much of a discrepancy, but I do like the spot right here for Marcus Stroman and his MLB Live strikeouts. If I had to pick a favorite, I really do like Alex Cobb in this spot. I think Trey Turner's in a really good spot as well. They're probably my favorite. I think Cobb, Ken, and Trey are probably my 3 favorites. If you want to make a 2-pick power play, I mean, you do what you want with these plays. This is just what I'm liking for today. These are a bunch of strong leans, by the way. No unofficial plays or anything like that. Not necessarily playing any of these in a 2-pick power play at the moment. So if it loses, get the money back. It's a Flex Friday. It's your first Flex entry after 10:30 Eastern time. So hope you guys enjoyed like the longer video today and the Flex Friday entry. Let me know what you guys like for today. I had my face cam blocking this the entire time. That kind of sucks. So take a look at this again. Alex Cobb under 5.5 hits allowed. Ken over 2.5 earned runs allowed. Julio and Trey over 1.5 HRR. Then you have Stroman over 1.5 MLB Live strikeouts. That's my Flex Friday play right there for $20. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow as well. If you want to see everything I'm playing today with my plays, ranked by confidence level, and reps to go with all my main plays, you guys can check out my Dub Club. Link is down in my description below. If you want a free trial of that DGF Fantasy Optimizer, all you have to do is use the link down in my description below, then go ahead and click on membership options. After you click on that link, then you guys can go ahead and sign up for a 3-day free trial of their all-access membership before committing to a monthly fee. Even before I was affiliated with them, I use this tool all the time. Absolutely love it. But that's going to do it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys hopefully in tomorrow's video. Peace out, boys. Hopefully we hit that 10x.